Hi. If you are listening to this, my name is Kylie. Welcome collection family. Remember, no spamming, no cursing, and please no sus comments. Remember to hit the like button, and subscribe if you are new. Corvette. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me, but I'm old, yeah. Yeah. All this money on me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Yeah. All this money around me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Go-to when she down to come through clutch, huh? Sit brown till I'm flush time. My drip, real plush, huh? Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on what I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right, yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a roll. Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me, but I'm old, yeah. All this money on me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Yeah. All this money around me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me.
There it goes. What up, everybody? Good morning. Happy freaking Monday. Let me fix my camera real quick. Good morning. What the heck? There it goes. Good morning. We're back. We're back at it like we never left. What is Gucci? Happy freaking Monday. Another week. We're officially midway through the month of June. And hopefully you guys are feeling good about it. Good freaking morning. Appreciate y'all tapping in as always. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. Really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me as always. Happy freaking Monday. Know some of you guys are dragging your feet from the weekend, especially like last night, because like there's a lot going on last night. You know what I'm saying? Like you had UFC last night, and it kind of sucks. I was like talking to the wifey about this, on how like the main event obviously didn't even like, you know, start around to like what 9:15, 9:30 ish p.m. That's like midnight for some of you guys. So like kind of sucks that like, you know, some of you guys have to stay up, you know, extra, and the fact that, you know, the next following day is a work day, and then it's like some of you guys probably didn't even watch it. So but what's good, everybody? Appreciate y'all tapping in as always. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Happy freaking Monday. Rocket in the building. What's good? Chevy Rides. Good morning. Miranda, good morning. What's good? Mike, Big Ron's Kicks. What's good? Rami in the building. Mr. 843, BC Kicks. What's good? EA is gonna start till tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and normally on Mondays we kind of talk about what to expect this week. But there's kind of a lot going on this week for sure. DeLeon in the building, what's good? Mark and Souls, Brittany, yeah, congratulations to your Hurricanes. Las Vegas Knights couldn't get it done, dude. They freaking like just they let them score. They let them win 3 games in a row. So. It is what it is. They kind of kicked themselves in the foot. Scene Lover, what's good, dude? Tifa in the building, what's good? Darth, Mr. Sheridan, good morning. What's good? Key in the building, what's good? RPK, good morning. Cushy, GG's, Brian, Corey, Steven, Stone Cold, Stone Cody, what's good? What's it? Ayo Sosa, good morning. Mike in the building, what's good? Gino in the building, Tita in the building, what's good? Monte, good morning. ICE in the building, what's good? Steven, Moonlight, good morning, what's good? Gino in the building, what's good? What up, Steven? I see you. Corey, what up, my guy? Scene Lover, Tifa, what's up? I see you guys in the freaking building. I don't know why my freaking mouse is doing this. Sean, thank you so much for the re-up. 8 months re-up. Good morning, Raph.
GM Roffy. My Knicks are finally champions.
My New York Knicks are finally champs. Hey, man, W stream on Saturday. What up, DH? J Bays in the building. What's good? Good morning. Good wash detail. Michael, excuse me. McDaniel, what's good? Or Mitchell. Yeah, it is Mitchell. What up, dude? Casanova Kane, So My Mind. Good morning. Eddie B's World in the building. What's good? Yeah, we W stream on Saturday. We streamed the game. We had a nice little fun watch party on Saturday, and honestly, it was a fun game to watch. You know, I'm sure a lot of people were not expecting the New York Knicks to close it out on Saturday, but you know, the Spurs obviously gave them that opportunity to close it out, and that's exactly what they did. Brunson went off, and he definitely showed that he deserved the Finals MVP and scored a 45 piece, and they won the NBA champion. So I believe when is the parade? Is it Thursday? Danny V, what up, dude? Rami, you have to go to that parade, huh? You should. 490 East, what's good? What up? Kobe 6s. Yeah, bro, them Kobe 6s went up like crazy, bro. Them Kobe 6 Liberties went up in like insane. Like they were at like 500 of my size. Now they're at like almost 8. Still waiting for the Wemby to come out and shake hands, Rami says. We're still waiting for Wemby to come out and shake hands. Bro, listen, he just lost the NBA Finals, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't shaking nobody's hand, bruh. Like, some players would, some people are not. Like, you feel me? You just lost the biggest game in your, you know what I'm saying? The biggest game of the year. So it's like, it's like, it's frustrating. You feel me? Like, I get it. Bro, an insane 2 weeks of sports. Knicks up. Knights got cooked. UFC. Immaculate, dude. Last night for UFC was insane. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I know Alex Pereira, he gained weight to go up a class, but dude, that main event was insane, bro. I was like, oh my gosh. The wifey doesn't like UFC, doesn't like watching it, but golly, that was fun. Really, really fun to watch, man. Frank, what up, dude? My boy's booked after game 5. I can't go because of a conference, Jake B says. Damn, you can't go to New York, man. That's tough, bro. That's tough. But why Wemby isn't the face of the no damn league, dirty player, poor sportsmanship? I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, you guys, that shouldn't surprise some of you guys. You know what I mean? Like, when a lot of players, lose a big game in their career, like, it's just, they get frustrated, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's different, of course. So it's like some players may not, he may not dab anybody up. They're all celebrating. So it's like, just kind of let them celebrate in a sense. Like, they got no time to dab people up. More like the biggest game of his career. I'm happy for the Knicks fans, coming from a diehard Warriors fan here. There you go, Krista. You'll be safer watching the comfort of your own home. Anyways, facts. Tons of underdog wins. Abso-freaking-lutely. Now you shake hands always, Rodski says. Yeah, I get it, bro. I totally get it. Like, I get it that you shake hands no matter what. Like, you know, like, it's just one of those situations where, like, you know, it's frustrating. Pretty much the whole team walked off except Cornette. He stayed and shook everyone's hand and congratulated them. Sure, you know, it's like I said, it's a game. You feel me? Like, it's a game, bro. Like, that's like in the Super Bowl. Like, you don't see a lot of them dabbing each other, bro. They're walking off that field, bro. Like, it is what it is. You know, you lost the biggest game of the year. You know, it's like, it's frustrating. You know, you just let the team celebrate. They're having that win, and it's what it is, bro. You feel me? Like, it's what it is, dude. Like, it's kind of vice versa too. It's like, the other team is gonna dab while they're celebrating. Is that the first thing they're gonna freaking think of is shake their opponent's hand? Like, it goes both ways, bro. They're gonna be jumping like up and down and celebrating. They won the biggest like game of their career. Like, what do you expect? Like, you know what I mean? I've never been so happy to see a team who, other than the Celtics, everyone loves a good underdog story. Ike says. Wemby has no class on top of his dirty play. See you guys never at the end of his post game told us everything we need to know about him. He's supposed to have great sport. I honestly get that, bro. Like, I get that. It wasn't Cornette sick, bro. Probably stayed after the game to dab everybody up to get everybody sick. Wasn't he? Didn't he have the flu? Let's see. Knicks and Kane. The Knights and Canes shook hands after the cup. Bro, like I said, dudes, it is what it is, dude. Like, I don't know why we are going back and forth for just shaking some hands, bro. After a really, really big game. I know a guy who asked for an autograph after a wrestler lost his title. Frank says, "Yeah, I know a guy too." There's kids younger than him showing respect. Being young is no excuse. Bro, the thing is, like I said, it is what it is. I don't know what more you guys want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of you guys, hey, man, listen, some of you guys ain't shaking each other's hands whenever you guys lose on the Nike sneakers app. Hey, man, listen, good job, man. You hit, I didn't. Listen, congrats. Hell nah, man. F sneakers app. F Nike. F your win. Yeah, F your W. Yeah, Like, dude, who cares, bro? Who gives a shit, dude? Gives a shit. It's a competitive game. Like, you just lost one of the biggest games of your career. Like, shit, dude. Who cares? Like, what do you expect? You won the chip. What more do you want? You want a handshake, dude? You just won the fucking chip, bro. All right. Yeah. Hey, let's shake it off, bro. You took my size and you were a size 7.5. Let's shake it out, man. You got my 13. Shit, bro. W. Yeah, all right. You took my dub. Not gonna lie, I'm from New York. The New York fans is the last set of people should be talking about class. Facts, bro. Like, the hell we doing? Yeah, the hell we doing, bro? Hell we doing? That's a big fact, bro. That's 100% a big fact, man. Cares, dude? Gives a shit. It's like what would you been doing if you won? Yeah, I've been celebrating, jumping up and down. I wouldn't have thought, like, in my right mind, if you won the NBA championship, bro, all right? If you won the NBA chip, the first thing you're gonna do is celebrate. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Some players, like I said, there's some players that will wait. You know, wait to celebrate with their team later. Go up to yeah, it honestly comes down to the player, but at the end of the day, it's like when you lose the biggest game, it's just tough, bro. It's just tough. It's just tough sometimes, you know. If you watch hockey, it's a tradition that the teams always. Okay, this is not hockey, Rami. This is basketball. You know, this is basketball. I get it. Like they go. You know what I mean? Like, this is basketball. You realize there's no one else that runs on that freaking ice but freaking the players. You know, you got a bunch of media, you got a bunch of family, friends and family that comes on that court, bro. Like, that's just, it's different. They don't line up. Everyone don't go on the court. They all need to line up and and you know, shake each other's hands and hug each other. No, dude, like, you literally just see everybody all at once come on the court, bro. It's just, that's the same thing with football sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to find the players on the field because it's like, you know what, fuck it, bro. I'll DM them on IG. There's just so much going on. Like, in hockey, like, it's just the players. You ain't seeing no friends and family getting on skates and, hey, let's take some pics. At the end of the day, you get paid to be professional. He should have shook hands, period. Bro, there's so many. Is this some of your guys' first finals? Is this some of y'all's first finals? This is like your guys, some of your first NBA finals. Have y'all watched? Like, this is nothing new. Why is this like brand new to some of you guys? Some players don't even dab each other up, bro. I'm telling you guys, like, there's a lot of these players just go straight to the locker room and just says, whatever, man, GG's, you want the chip, man. Like, you know, it is what it is. I'm from Queens of Home, Kenny Anderson's. When I say we read basketball where I'm from, we really do. All this way, but people will draft him in fantasy NBA because she says he'll definitely be top 5 for sure when it comes to, like, top 3. Probably, you know, there's different scenarios where people would would draft, you know, Jokic, Luka. LeBron's not even top 5 when it comes to drafting players. He's like a number, actually around 2 almost. Everyone shakes hands after a finals loss draft. You tripping? Not everybody does, dude. I don't know how many NBA finals you've watched, but not every single finals they dab each other up, bro. Come on, bro. Like, man, if y'all soft, don't stop about a damn handshake. Eddie's V World says, "Hey, what up, dude? I'll shake hands with my my third leg." That's crazy. Wemby is known for this. He threw Jalen's 61-point basketball into the stands and then congratulate them in the NBA Cup, Rami says. Like I said, I don't. Yeah, everyone should, sure, but like they didn't. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think like literally we're like worrying about a handshake. Michael Jordan never shook hands for losing the finals because he never lost the finals. Ike says the Spurs need to get rid of Fox, but what team will want him after this performance? I'm sure there's some teams that probably, you know, will most likely take Fox, you know, like obviously, you know, he limited his comments on his Instagram, you know, so I don't know what we doing, bro. We talking about a handshake. Yeah. Shake my hand, Raph. Yeah. Wemby branding himself as a super villain moving forward. Next year's script isn't going to celebrate NY. It's going to revolve him around redemption. I can tell a lot of y'all don't play sports. Shaking hands after a game is the worst idea in sports. Emotions are high after a loss, Max says. Hold my hand now, Eddie B's World says. That Nike ad after the NBA Finals, cinema. I won't be here like this weekend, but let me be the first to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in here this morning. Thank you. Facts, bro. Hey, look, listen, it's Father's Week, bro. All right, it is definitely Father's Week. It's Father's Day weekend. A lot of you guys have a 3-day weekend as well. You know, it should be a fun week, man. Let's start off the week on a really good note. We got a lot of stuff, you know, happening this week when it comes down to sneakers. I know it was a little bit slower last week, but hopefully this weekend tends to pick up. You know, it's called sportsmanship. Yes, we all know how sportsmanship works. But you know, like I said, dude, it is what it is. Fox is making $229 million. Ain't nobody trading for him, Sean says. That wasn't the finals. Mr. says, what are you talking about? Sports are dead now. I know, dude. Like, officially the NBA Finals is over. A lot of people were hoping that we extended till Tuesday, but it's done. So what's good, Rappy Boy? What up, Dr. Shu? What's good, my guy? What are you gonna watch now? WNBA, DeLeon says. The Detroit Pistons walked off in 1991, cost Isaiah a spot on the Dream Team. It is a big deal. Yeah, I mean that's 1991, Ike, bro. We're in 2026, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're in 2026. You feel me? Like, Wemby not shaking hands during the finals, that's not gonna stop anybody from him making it to in a big team in the Olympics or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, we're in different times. Football can't come any sooner. I know, facts. Like, we gotta wait till August. That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you guys think? Like, who's gonna be the most hated team? You know what I mean? Who's gonna be the most hated team in the NFL this year? Is it gonna be the most hated team? I feel like Kansas City is always like the most hated team every single year. Like, I don't know what the heck it is. Like, everyone got beef with Patrick Mahomes every single year, bro. Everyone got beef with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chief fans. Like, it's always beef with them. Never shake the casino's hands when I lose. Patriots, Cowboys, Wemby coming for his 2028. Good morning, y'all. Let's have a great week. What up, Philly? What's good, dude? What up? Cowboys, Eagles. Cowboys, like, every year. Cowboys are up there. Patriots, nah, bro. Everybody hates the Pats. The Cow shits. Raph, the most hated team, never changes. F the Cowboys. I don't know, dude. It's always some, like, when it comes down. But if Kansas City goes on some sort of like undefeated run for like 5 weeks, dude, people are gonna start hating. It's always like that, bro. Patriots always get hated when 3-14 and 14-3. Not me, Mike. I'm 44 and I don't have a F about the past. Monte says, what up, Jeffrey? What's good, dude? Did Wemby shake LeBron's and Curry's and KD's at the Olympics 2024? J-Boy says, they can hate us, but I think they hate the Eagles more now, Scene Lover says. Every year, it's the Packers. I don't see a lot of people hating on the Packers like that, bro. I don't think they do. I mean, obviously, it's more like Cowboys, sure. Like, Cowboys get hated on. I just think the Patriots are starting to get hated on a lot more, like how they used to, because they're winning. They're a winning team now. We all hate the Seahawks because of two. Rami says, in Chicago, going to boo the Bears until someone does some dumb trade. Loudpack says. I think most hated team this year will be the Rams. I don't think the Rams are going to be the most hated team, bro. They're just stacked, bro. They're going to be one of the best. They're probably going to be the best defensive team in the NFL this year for sure. Like, hands down. Like, that offensively, they're really good. Defensively, they're really good. So, why y'all crying about the Spurs and not talking about the UFC card? Tanene says. We did for a little bit, but like literally, Tanene, I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the stream, but literally we were talking about like I guess, I mean, chat went left and they got up. People were getting upset that Wemby didn't shake anybody's hand, or any of the Spurs didn't shake anybody's hands except Cornette after the finals game. That was literally like our conversation for the last 20 minutes. Because some people had an issue of Spurs not shaking, the New York Knicks hands. So, Giants are winning the Super Bowl. OBJ is the answer, Mike says. I don't know, bro. Just need CJ to manage the game. My goat. Vinny says, yeah, dude. Like, that was insane, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Tapore, dude. Like, oh my gosh. His face was fucked. Golly. They didn't need to shake hands, Philly says. I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But I'm excited for football season. I don't know about you guys. The World Cup has been good. Dude, listen, I've learned a good amount for this World Series. Or not World Series, World Cup, excuse me. You know what I learned in the World Cup? that I'll never bet. Why? Because the amount of like the couple of games that I've seen over the weekend, the amount of ties, it's like you just never know, right? Like you guys are absolutely right, like Raph, like there's gonna be at least 2 to 3 ties, and absolutely there were. Like there was a good amount of ties, and ties that people did not expect, but I mean it is what it is. Feel me? And I know I will not bet again. Good morning. What up, Nam? What's good, dude? I'm probably the only person who made a bag off the that game fight. Y'all hyped up a middleweight to fight an actual man. Wimby said F them Knicks. Monte says let's see the biggest upset in the history of MMA. Just had my first player I coach in youth. The fact that it was in the the fact that you feel me? The fact that it was in the White House was insane. Like crazy. That shit was crazy. You gotta cash out being on betting on soccer. Don't ride it out, Cushy says. Well, listen, my freaking parlay already got cooked from the second game, anyways. Like it didn't matter. Well, the second game that I bet on, like South Korea won me. It was the Canada game because they tied. And then after that, I was going on a streak. Like I was looking at the wins, and I was like, I went on a nice little streak, but then it was already cooked on the second game. So good morning, Ryan. What up, Pew Pew? What's good, dude? We're only 4 ties out of the 12 games. I know you guys called it that there was at least going to be like 3 ties, but there's 4. Definitely not the biggest upset in history. Must have forgot about Holly Holmes knocking out Ronda. Tanene says. That was a good one. Oh my gosh, that was a really good one. That literally ended Ronda's career, bro. Morning around. What up, James? What's good, dude? Good morning. I'm betting against South Africa with 9 players. Cushy says. You got in the 5s, Raph? Yeah, we'll see this week. We got the 5s this weekend, right? We got the 5 this weekend. You know what I mean? To start off with Father's Day week. Starting tomorrow. I think tomorrow is the 5th. Yeah, tomorrow is the Yeah, tomorrow is the World Cup stuff, the crypto shots, the cryo shots, cryo shots. Yeah, the cryo shots start tomorrow, right? 16th. I'm tweaking. I was like, what's today's date? 16th. The cryo shots collection starts tomorrow, and that starts at 10 o'clock. That's 1 p.m. Eastern time is when that starts. By the way, all right, 1 p.m. Eastern time. 10 a.m. PST, and it goes on every single hour, chat. Like, remember, it's like every hour a drop is happening. So South Korea goes first, and then it goes, the next country, and the next following country. So it's like it's an all-day drop. So tomorrow we have possibly, let me double check here real quick. Let me get my mind situated here. So if you go on Jdsports, you go to the sneaker releases here. We have the EA should be starting Tuesday. If they have an in-store EA for the 5s, that should start tomorrow. And then obviously pre-orders the next following day on Wednesday. So tomorrow we have EA tomorrow for the 5s in store. And then later during the morning, starting at 10 a.m., we have the collection. The World Cup collection after that. So it's crazy because it's going to go on until 4. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's like almost basically a 6-hour sneaker event tomorrow, which is insane. I just don't know how many of you guys are going to is anybody in here excited for all this stuff? Let me know. What are you guys going for tomorrow? And then also on the 18th, so Wednesday, which is 15, 16, Wednesday is going to be the exclusive access EA for the 5s for pre-order. And then Thursday, I think we have Mind Slides, right? Mind Slides also on the Nike app. Yeah, Nike app. And then you have the Flyknit 001s, Mind Slides. And then you have the ones that are restocking on Nike. And then you also have on Friday, you have the Alma Munir Pegasus Premium, which is weird because they remove the white pair, so you don't get to cop the white pair. It's only the black pair. And then Saturday we have the Dylan Harpers, and then we also have the 5s dropping as well. So to end the week off. Why Palace want to do reading like that? After tomorrow, rest of the month is dry sneak. Well, we still have you have the Kobe pack that's supposedly dropping at the end of the month. You have that. The draft pack, I think that's dropping because like I did see that Z Sneakerhead posted about the Mural 7s are not dropping until July. So I'm only waiting for the Kobe Statue of Liberty shock drop. I'm thinking they do a sneaker stash on Fanatics Fest next month for it. They did the Kobe All-Star last year there, Rami says. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. It's always going to be different for Nike every single year. Who freaking knows, dude? I wouldn't be surprised if they really push out the what's it called? Not even the Jalen Brunson Liberty 6s. They're probably going to push out the NYs. You know, that's obviously going to be a shoe that's going to be high in demand. When it comes out, the NY versus NY, all of a sudden everyone's not hating on Kobe's no more and then wants these Kobe 5s that drop, you know? Because think about it, right? Like, dude, I was even talking about this on stream. The fact that, like, Jalen Brunson wore these, like, I told you guys, like, these would go crazy if he wore these, when he wins finals MVP and also wins the NBA championship in these. And that's exactly what he did. These shot up like crazy, bro. Like, these shot up like crazy the day of. They've slowly went down, but the day of when they won, people were buying these up. My size was at like 5 something. Now it's at $700. So he actually wore them is crazy. Yeah, I mean if you watched Jalen Brunson throughout the entire year, like this has been his favorite basketball shoe to wear. Like every time I've watched him play, he's always wearing this shoe. Like he was always wearing this sneaker. So this is definitely one of his favorite sneakers to wear for sure. So the fact that he wore it on the day of, like, he probably knew, like, you know, I'm gonna wear my favorite basketball shoe, and exactly what he did, and won the NBA champion and finals MVP and scored a 45 piece, you know. And now the prices is crazy because now everyone's begging them to shock drop this shoe. Like everyone's begging to shock drop this sneaker. Like ain't nobody wearing this anyway, dude. People are just gonna want to buy this just to flip these probably. Ain't nobody gonna wear these. Deli Venom, what up, dude? Good morning. What up? What's your thoughts on the Travis shoe drop? I don't think those drops dropping until later. I'm not crazy for the soccer shoe for Travis. I'm not crazy. So dropped 45 in them. I know he dropped 45 points, dude, which is insane. He carried his entire team. 45 points. Listen, let that sink in, bro. 45 points for himself, and then a 49 piece for the rest of the team. That's crazy. I'm wearing them, Sub Bowl says. Enough with the price checking your Brunson, Scott G says. Hey, man, listen. I wore mine. I wore my pair. So, listen. I just knew that, like, so many people. It's funny because so many people sent me a picture of the Kobe's and stuff like that. Yo, Raph, like, these are going up like crazy. Like, how do you feel? You gonna get rid of your pair? Bro, I've already worn my pair like six times already, like a handful of times. I ain't getting rid of those. So check out the Jordan soccer shoe they dropped. Rami says. I haven't seen it. The shoes didn't score. He did, Scott G says. That used to be my favorite Kobe, but now it's the Statue of Liberty, Sub Bowl says. And man, listen, I get it that everyone's saying this is the best Kobe 6. It's definitely not. It's forever going to be, in my eyes, the best Kobe 6s is going to be the Grinches. So I ain't never changing up on that. Never own a true Kobe, but Brunson's and All-Stars are my top 2 of 3. Good morning, Raph and gang. What up, Alexander? What's good, dude? I would put the Liberty 6s straight to toe. Still mad at the Nike for giving me an L. It's more meaningful to me, Sub Bowl says. Yeah, they're nice to look at for sure. And I'm sure people just want to have them in the collection just to have them in the collection. I totally get that too. So, Kobe 5's clear, Frank says. Kobe 5's clear. Yeah, I'll check it out here shortly. I'm assuming you posted it on an Instagram. I'll check it out right now, Rami. Let me see. I'll check it out right now. What you got? Jordan Brand cryo shots swing back to 2002 with the Nike. So this is the a soccer shoe from Jordan. This is it. I think a lot of people, the thing is, like, I think they're gonna be dumb limited, like all the soccer stuff. The best Kobe 6 is now the Brunsons because of the resale. Oh, sneakerheads never changed, W Rod says. Listen, Grinches are just number one for 6s are just a classic, man. You just can't go wrong with it. Like, I think they're definitely due to not shock drop, but restock that Kobe Grinch for sure. Like, even when the reverse Grinches, that's how I felt when, like, that's how I've seen, like, a lot of people said, like, reverse Grinches were better than the original Grinches, but it's like the meaning of it, just behind the story behind it and everything like that, just I feel like it's a little bit more sentimental is what I mean. I've been said that when he gets the dub, I don't care about the NBA, maybe football. Never bet UFC scam. Oh, I know a good amount of people that that lost their parlay. Trust me. Yesterday there was a handful of people that I knew was betting on this fight, on the UFC fight yesterday, and it already got fucked when Alex lost. So, like, it was GG's. And then obviously if you bet a lot of money on the main event, dude, I seen someone that won like 4 bands. There was maybe like 2 people I seen on Instagram, because of course whenever you win that much money on UFC, people will post it, and I seen like 2 people that bet the underdog and they won a lot of money off of it. But obviously they had to bet a lot in order to win a lot, but like that was ballsy, dude. Someone bet like $800 and won like 4 bands or some shit. When Raph got the dub on the Brunsons, Grinches and reverse Grinches, y'all thought Alex could win? LA's Fresh says, yeah, I seen one of my homies parlays, and that really meant, like, he got everything else, but like once Alex fight, the Pereira fight came on, like that's when he lost. Yeah, the whole tweet was hella sus. Kobe 5 Bruce Lee's is greatest 5s. Humble says. Yeah, that's definitely. At one point, it's funny because I was looking at my GoDaddy purchases, and at some point, I had that shoe. I just didn't wear it because I wasn't hooping. I just bought it just to buy it. And in Pereira were even odds. Vinny says, not necessarily when I was looking at it, but I mean, even that, what's it called? Like, people are just betting whoever they want, whoever they think that is gonna win, you know. Justin won, please, big money market souls. Oh man, we need those Bruce Lee's again. Yeah, those are probably my favorite 5s out of all the 5s that have dropped so far. To even like with the new 5s that are dropping, like I like the Rookie of the Years 5s, but I was never really a Kobe 5 fan like that. I wasn't crazy on 5s. Nah, like that was like, I would say like my favorite Kobe like silhouette was the 8s, like back when they first started dropping Kobe's. But like now it's definitely the 6s for sure. All sports are rigged, and if you do parlays, don't know how to read line odds, you're gonna lose most of the time, Monte says. Well, I mean, with UFC, it's like anything could happen, you know, like absolutely anything could happen. I've won a good amount of money on just betting the underdog, even though like I don't really watch a lot of UFC, but I just be betting sometimes, like even like I was like, think it was like way back when it was like during COVID times, whenever I was like just betting on the underdog, you just win a lot of money, dude. You just never know. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, people would tell you, be like, do not bet on this person, because you just, you know, going in, it's like this person is supposed to win, you know. And I totally get that. I need some Bruce Lee 5s. Chaos 5s are the best, Frank says. Life is rigged. Final destination will get us all. Yes, my favorite is the Kobe 8s, Air A says. Yeah, I mean, the 8s are nice. There's a lot of different great colorways. You feel me? So, all right, let's take a look at this real quick for the one time. I wanted to show you guys this here real quick. Where is it? Here it is. All right. There it is. All right, this is the first look. This is the official first look of the Miro Air Jordan 7s, currently set to release on July 10th. Oh, man. These are so fire, bro. These are so fire. These are so nice. There's only a few 7s that I like. Pete the Greek, what up, dude? Like, there's only a few 7s that I like Bordeaux 7s, Olympic 7s, you know, Hair 7s. You know, there's a few 7s that I like, but this one is so damn nice, bro. So darn nice, bro. Can you give me a size 12? Lace Fresh says $255, $255. Warning, Anderson says. It doesn't say what the retail is on these. These are probably going to be like $230. These are probably going to be like, what, $230? I don't know if they announced the retail price on these, but I'm pretty sure these are like $230, I think. I could be wrong, though. Raph, you think Travis Lowe packs will go up in price? I don't know. They've definitely gone down, but I'm not sure. So, Two Cheeks is the same as Nene says. AJ says, need Raptors. See, the thing is, like, I know everyone's excited for the Raptor 7s, but I'm not crazy for those. Like, I think the 4s were better when they were coming out with the Drake 4s. Like, I think those were better than the 7s. Like, that might be a hot take. So, no 55, no 255. Not asking. I'm telling you. Oh, it's $255 for this. $255. That's wild. $255 for this shoe is crazy. I'm not crazy for any 7s. It says right there is going to be 255 retails. Fucking nuts, dude. 255. The 3s, 7s you named are the best ones. I think they will be limited. Yeah, I think so too, but you know how it is, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes to, like, AK grails or, like, shoes that they're bringing back that you never expected them to bring back. Like, we say it's limited. I mean, like, people thought the same thing with Undefeated 4s. Like, when Undefeated 4s dropped, like, or were going to drop, like, when the first images came out and the rumors came out, everyone was like, oh, these are going to be dumb limited, right? But then, like, once they dropped, like, everyone freaking hit. Like, a lot, not everyone hit, but so many people hit, bro. So many people freaking hit. Oh, yep, upgraded materials like Ben 23's type. Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, sure, I could probably see this being limited, possibly. Who knows? I wouldn't buy them if they were $55, in my opinion. Will be worn once and lost in your closets forever. Yeah, probably. This is definitely a shoe that you don't wear every day. Too many colors on them. The Air Jordan sweaters are better. If it goes for resale, I will grab it to sell it. It's more along those lines, basically not limited, like not a limited GR. Dude, no grails are safe, bro. Like, especially like a lot of the older colorways and models that they're gonna bring back every single year. There's gonna be like a couple like sneakers that they're gonna bring out back every single year that you're not going to expect. Like, last year was like what? The Tokyo 5s, the Undefeated 4s, them bringing back a 2.0 sole. So it's like, there's going to be some stuff that you're not going to expect. Be like, holy shoot, they're bringing these back. I got the Jordan 4 Raptors, not Drake version. The one before his original ones in mint condition. There you go. I probably would buy on don't even wear them. Too Crucial says. That's probably what most people are going to do. It's like, oh, I want to buy these because I've always wanted these. And then they don't wear them, which makes sense, I guess. Goji Sweater would go with these. I mean, there's a lot you could go with these. You got green, red, yellow, blue, white, black. There's a lot of stuff that you could go with the shoe. Bring back the Tokyo 5s. I took 8 Ls last year. Bring back 255. No, thank you, Salvador says. Nate Turner, what up? New York Knicks. Hopefully, like I said, going back to the NBA Finals. Hopefully, a lot of you guys that didn't like watching basketball because the NBA soft and all this stuff, and 90s is always better, and I'm not watching basketball ever again. Hopefully that now that a lot of you guys were rooting for the New York Knicks, hopefully you guys start to watch some basketball again, dude. All right. Hopefully, have you seen how they were posting in the NBA? Like the last 8 years, it was always a different team in the last 8 years, which is insane. Definitely a lot different talents, and it's not going to be like the same team every single year. It's always going to be different, but I'm wondering who's going to break that streak, bro. I wonder who's going to break that streak where like, all right, this team is going to win again. Like, if I would guess, like if any team would go back to the finals, like I could see Boston and OKC going back. If we're talking not hypothetically, like realistically, like I could see Boston Celtics going back and the OKC Thunder, man. Like I could see them going back, bro. So I'm just saying, like I said, like I'm not hating her too much. I'm not really putting into like too much thought about it because like, dude, think about it, bro. Like, it's like I've never seen like an NBA Finals this hype, but I think it's because it comes down to history when it comes to like why everyone was like really rooting for the New York Knicks. Like a lot of people, and obviously there was a lot of people rooting for the Spurs, but like, it was history for the New York Knicks, man. They haven't won, what, was it 53 years or some shit? You know what I mean? So it's been a long time for the city, but it is funny to see the amount of people that come out from the woodwork to watch NBA all of a sudden again, even though that a lot of people were talking shit about it. I like the new teams winning. No repeat champs. Yeah, it's always good when there's something new. I don't care. Like if next year, if the Detroit Pistons win the chip, that would be awesome. That'd be dope to see. Or if you saw, a different team in the West, win the chip. I don't know. So if OKC go back, I'm not watching. Monte says. NBA is great now. So many great teams. Absolutely, bro. A lot of different talents. A lot of young players. A lot of talent. So 90's still way better. T-Mac, Vince, Stephen, and franchise White Chocolate, Young, Kobe, and Shaq, etc. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could make that debate, but we're just in a different era now. So, but make sure you guys run it up, hit that like button. All right, hit that like button. I don't have time for Luka era in LA to begin. Lace Fresh says, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting offseason. I'm excited about that. Offseason always gets interesting to see what different stars go to different teams and see how that goes. Do you like the Miro 7s? Yeah, the Miro 7s are very, very nice, bro. Definitely potential top 10 sneaker of the year. I feel like everybody's top 10 sneaker of the year is going to be different. It definitely is. Like, I feel like there's a lot of great shoes this year, and I feel like a lot of people are going to say that this year is kind of weak versus it was last year, but there's still a good amount of sneakers that were dropping that are really good, So I think the thing is there's some shoes this year that we don't even know that's dropping. We don't even know what's dropping yet. Like there's probably going to be some collabs. I still think that, Travis team is not done dropping stuff this year. It's still summer, so who knows what they're dropping during the winter time, because they always drop 2 sneakers before the year ends. Like also with Nigel Sylvester, I think he's going to announce another sneaker for the holiday. Like, I think he will. I think in the next few months, you're going to have him come. He's going to come out and say that, hey, I'm dropping another sneaker. Here's a sneak peek of something. So I think he's going to drop another shoe. Great teams is, in my opinion, great talent is Cap too, in my opinion, Monte says. great teams in my opinion and great talent. There is a lot of good talent, man. Definitely going to be some surprises in the second half of the year. Absolutely. Because the thing is, like, that's how it goes. Like, once summer, when we get towards the end of summer, that's when things get low-key announced, like last minute, that this shoe is supposedly dropping in November, you know, or they make some sort of announcement. Like, it's going to happen most likely. Not weak, but selective, and you got to pay price for the top line. I like the new Bad Bow color, Bad Bow Bunny. You talking about Bad Bunny? Nigel should do a Jordan 3. I don't know. Like, I don't know what he's like planning to do. Like, if they do another Jordan 4, I wouldn't be surprised, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they do one last Jordan 1. Like, I think at this point, like, you know, I'm sure people are going. I think people might be over the whole brick by brick storyline. You know, I think it's gonna keep going. Like, he obviously has some sort of storyline when it comes to the brick after bricks or brick by brick or a brick story in general. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's got something cooking with another story after that. I mean, brick. What, you go brick after bricks? You go brick by brick. Well, you got the basically the grandma's driveway, and then you got the brick by brick, and then you got the better with time, and then you got the brick after brick. So, like, I'm sure it's going to be a whole different story. I don't think it's going to be like a brick before the brick. I don't think it's going to be a brick. It's going to be something else, you know. There's going to be something else between, and then maybe ends the brick storyline by saying the brick made it. I don't know. The brick made brick. I don't know. Next to the brick before bricks, Wes says. You know, that's how it is sometimes with stories, you know, with when it comes to movies too, where like they have like this whole storyline, and then right at the end of the end of the storyline, or before the end of the storyline, they always have like the beginning before the beginning, you know, in the middle. That's normally how it goes. You know, the brick or the bicycle, the build the bike. I don't know. More better with time. Next one is going to be grandma's bathroom. KJK5 says, who knows, dude? I think he's going to continue it on with the story, though. He should have put the bicycle on the back tab of those ones in the tongues that would have set the 4s off in price. I mean, the thing is, like, that's all right. Like, the brick after bricks don't really go for much, you know? And I feel like if you really wanted that shoe, like, you could go get them if you want them. Like, they're pretty affordable. They're all under $300. I could be called Empire as the final brick. Damn, I should copyright that. Not just Sylvester Brick Tamlin, Brick House, the brick layer. I mean, listen, somebody in here probably would have guessed it right when he comes out with another story. You know, I'm sure someone in here is gonna guess it right, and I wouldn't be surprised at all. Wouldn't be surprised at all if one of you guys even guess it right. Next is the wallpaper and sheetrocks. Cushy says, yeah, maybe. I don't know. So that is coming up in July, which I know some people are gonna be excited about it. You know, when it comes down to that shoe. Also, all my 14 fans out there. All my Air Jordan 14 fans out there. Another Air Jordan 14 coming out. January 16th of 2027. I do want to point this out. The story sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. I do want to point this out. Daryl, yeah, EA should be tomorrow, starting tomorrow. So you guys know how, like, we've been seeing a lot of, you know, early dates on the Jordans coming out, you know, early next year of 2027. I do want to point this out that, like, just, you know, don't get your hopes up, okay? Because I know, like, we will talk about certain sneakers that are coming out, but we've seen this before where, like, they get announced really, really early. Most of the time, there's, like, what? Maybe 2 to 3 shoes that will probably get pushed. 100%. We don't need a story for a damn shoe, just a nice colorway. Dude, but people like the story behind the sneaker sometimes. Some people like a nice little story behind it because that's you know, some people care, some people don't. But I feel like the first thing that people will judge off is the colorway. Colorway and silhouette. right? I don't think anyone's really okay. I need to know the story behind this, like, first. No, people will judge the sneaker off by how it looks like. Someone sent me, hold on. Someone sent me a first look of those sixes. Those, it was the sixes. The, man, who sent that to me over Insta? Was it Instagram? Dude, I have to show you guys this. Someone did an unboxing of the Awake sixes. Who sent me that? Did I send it to myself? Hold on. Yeah, I did send it to myself. Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
You see it. You already know. Shouts to Angelo, man. Angelo called me, put these in my hand today. Appreciate you, Angelo. Hugo. Yeah, I got another one. You already know. I'm not even gonna get into all the funny fake unboxing and all that. You already know what it is. All them other pictures and shit you seen, the shit is Fugaka. Man, got him right here. Look. Ooh. When y'all see these in the hand, outside with the fit, y'all killed.
The first thing that I've noticed was this middle section right here. It's like a clear plastic right there. Like, if you guys see, there's a little bit of a shine to it that's reflecting the light. So,
man, another one. Shit is sick, bro. This leather, man. Wait till Angelo tell y'all the story. It's a really good shoe, man. He killed it. Appreciate y'all, man.
basically, it's like the Jordan 5, but like a 6. Like, how do you guys feel about this? I think what I've noticed about the comments that when we first saw images with this sneaker, a lot of people didn't like the transition of the pink colorway, how it goes like light to dark. Those fire to me. I'm at both pairs. No, I need both pairs. I think these ones right here are better than the blue pair. Way better in hand, but still, Tony says. Trash to me. 6s are dope, but they're uncomfortable. Yeah, this is definitely, I mean, this is nice, but it's definitely not a must cop. I think the 5s were better last year, for sure. I think the 5s were way better. That dude out of breath unboxing the Awakes. I'm getting both pairs retail watch just like I did with the 5s. Reps have been shipping both colorways for the last month. Just saying. Yeah, you got to be careful out there. Because the thing is, I'm going to come back to this video if the box end up being totally different. But he's saying that he got it from Angelo himself. I would have thought that the actual like collaborator would be the one showing it first, right? Like Angelo himself. You know what I mean? Angelo didn't tell him that he bought those from the guy selling the Jordans out of his trunk at the swap meet. Then he's saying my name.
Ooh, put these all on this weekend.
This guy said he got it straight from Angelo. I mean, who knows, bro? He could be friends with Angelo, bro. Let's search it up. Yeah. I mean, this guy's legit, bro. This guy's legit. Angelo follows him, so I'm sure he's probably his friend or some shit. Like, this is like a friends and family pair. It's like what Nigel was doing now. He was giving out friends and family pairs. Like, he was seeding the pairs to his friends. He probably knows him. Angelo follows him.
These is it, y'all. You see it. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. You see it.
Yeah, he also tagged him in it. I mean, you could tag anybody. I mean, Angelo in the chat, Raph. Bro, I get, dude, if I get those type of people in the chat, dude, I already know how this chat's gonna go, bro. I already know what's gonna happen. I could already sniff him from a mile away, dog. Everyone's gonna be glazing him. They'll be like, "Oh, I want a pair. Can I have a pair too?" Retail or nothing on these. Mr. Abby says only a goof avatar would be a Jordan logo. How far out is this pair? This has got to be dropping in what? I don't know. September? September? That's what it says. September? I don't know. Probably September. According to what this post says, September. So, yeah, they already have everything in production. Like, production is already done with this. Like, they're done. They're just gotta wait until they release them. So this is gonna be like a September drop. Cause that's last year. Last year they dropped the Awakes in August, I think. Maybe August, because I remember like Undefeated. Yeah, Undefeated, Awakes, and the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 1 lows all dropped at the same month. Remember that? That was probably the craziest month of the year. Like, you had Undefeateds. Like, it was dragged all throughout the entire month because no one knew exactly when they were dropping on Sneakers app. And then it literally, the Wakes and the one lows Nigels dropped in the same week. Like, you had the Nigels drop, I believe the Nigels dropped on his website, and then the Awakes had their own raffle. Or was it? Yeah, Nigel had his own raffle the same week, and it dropped on Sneakers app the same week. And that weekend was the Awake 5 raffle for the, I think it was Saturday and Sunday, or it was on a Sunday. The raffle landed on a Sunday for the Awakes. I remember because I was out of town and I was streaming it. And I was live on, I'm pretty sure I was live on that Sunday morning for the 5 raffle. It was just a raffle and that was it. An equal raffle. All these J's and still in the Angelo best collab ever is Jillian back. I think August is going to be crazy with well, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's bound to happen because like that's one of the biggest months for Jordan Brand and Nike because it's back to school. So like they really start to drop a good amount of heat during that time. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be the same case scenario where like we'll see these in August. Yeah, I would say probably August, the beginning of September. Probably see these. So those Space Jam Galaxy 11s are kind of cool. Nigel, don't you know ever again? Wait, what? I think August is going to be crazy. A little bit of September too. Trophy Room 6s are dope AF, but y'all can eat. Have a field day with these Pink Johns. Y'all can have them shits, but them Trophy Room 6s, I need those. Trophy Room 6s are probably not going to drop, I don't think. They should. I feel like they should do one hoorah and then drop them. Who knows? But at this point, those are just the samples. I want to see these Galaxy 11s going to look like. I'd be cool seeing a UA pair. I got a W on the 3 AM for the Wake 5s. Pink pair, nice. Wake up, Aaron says. What do you think about the upcoming Martin Rose Supreme Dunks? You know what's funny? I just seen that on my feed. But we'll see. We'll see about these ones because I think the pink ones are supposed to be the friends and family joints. And then the blue pair is going to be the GR pair. Because there's 2 pairs of the Awake 6s that are going to come out. I feel like when it gets closer to this release, dude, so many people are going to switch up probably and go for these 6s. These 6s will probably go for like $600 to $700, and then people will go for that reason. The blue pair is going to be the one that is going to be like the quote unquote GR pair, even though that shit's going to be limited. It's going to be dumb limited. They're going to flop, bro. Yeah, I mean, 6s don't really do well. So, I mean, we'll see how the public reacts to it, especially if the shoes... Bro, barely any people's won that pair anyways. The 5s last year, that shit got backdoored heavy. All right, this is the first look of the Martin Rose Supreme Dunks. Is this an SB? Is this an SB? Oh, that's a sample. These look like regular dunks, I think. I'm going for the Jordan 1 highs, love for the game, aka Mocha highs, and the Space Jam 9s in August. I'm going to go blue ones because I love 6s, but most likely they are going to get backdoored. Oh, it's just a regular dunk? Okay, that's a pass for me. Even if this was an SB, it would still be a pass. This shoe is a pass regardless. I know people probably like these because they're Supreme, but I'm not a big fan. Even if this was an SB, I would pass. Hey, Raph, I just won the jellyfishes on the Chicago exclusive. I'm looking for them on the market, and I don't see them yet. I'm not sure. Have you checked GOAT? I like Mike, but those dunks are trash. It says sample on it. So who knows if this is going to be like an official drop, you know? Who knows if it's going to be an official drop. Love for the Game Air Jordan 1s, the best we've seen in a minute. I think more fire than the Union and Alaska's. What's that bottom shoe? I like the photo of Tyson on the side. That's dope. I'd pass those still. Should have made a punch outs. Yeah, I don't know. Just not a fan of them at all. Not at all. Big pass, bro. Big pass. But I feel like they're supposed to drop what they said fall winter time in 2026. That's when those dunks are supposed to drop. Yep. I'm seeing it. It just popped up on my Twitter feed. You can see the Udo Air Force Ones in that pic. Wearing another man on your shoe is wild work. Wearing another man on your shoe is wild work. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Then how do you feel about Tifa? How do you feel about like when people wear graphic tees that has like a different guy on it, like another man? Like people wear that shit all the time. I have Virgil on my shirt. I have Virgil on my shirt. Is that a problem? I got Virgil. You get Kobe on I got Kobe on a t-shirt. People wear a pic of Jordan on their Jordans. Meanwhile, we talking about a pink shoe, Eddie's B World says. Forget that Tyson dunk. Then Udo's Air Force One looks nice. I approve, Tifa says. You got Michael Jordan on your Jordans. He's just doing the Jumpman logo. I just think it's weird on shoes, Tifa says. Yeah, maybe. It's not weird. It's like it looks more so like a custom. Like I don't think it's weird. It just looks like a custom. Dr. Doom foam posits should do well after this year, even though foam posits are not as popular. What happened to the Doom Air Force? Not the Air Force One. The Doom SBs. What happened to those? I thought those were supposed to drop. Oh boy, someone sent me this. I'm so sick and tired of this. I'm so sick and tired of this freaking resale shop, bruh. Someone in NY is backdooring them all the pairs. What up, amazing? What's good, dude? This looks so goddamn AI. This pic don't even look real. This picture doesn't even look real. District 1 is like this. Is this like the best? Is this like the best like The most are they like popular in NY or something, bro? Like, what is up with this store that gets everything? This store gets like almost every single shoe that I know. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, it's not AI. It's definitely real. Man, these are nice, bro. Yeah, this is definitely real. He made a video off of it. They're a resale store. They are PM premium. Yeah, I can't imagine how much they're paying per pair. They probably got each pair for like 400 a pop or something. I need to get plugged in, bro. Let me get plugged in real quick. Moving as we speak daily on the second trip of the morning now. So I bought 4 pairs from them, and hands down, they're the best reseller shop. They're actually fair on their prices. Really? What do you mean by fair? Like fair prices? Like, so, like how much you think? How much you think, bro? How much you think they? What do you mean? Like, give me an example. What's a good like price? Is it? Are they going straight from like market price, or are you talking about like it's just they have better prices than like? I want those Vader's Nightfalls. And he says that Mac resale store he works at, they have a lot of pairs around the city. The shoe screams NY. Let the hype die down from dude. The hype is at its all-time high right now. It's at its all-time high. It absolutely is. Fair prices because they are UA. I heard DSG will have these, and yeah, that's why I'm like not too pressed. Like, I had a couple people had sent me a post about this sneaker and like asked me if I was gonna pay resale, and I said probably not. Like, it's just I don't think I'd pay a shoe in the resale market if like I'm gonna actually hoop in the shoe. You know, like I don't think I'm gonna do it. The shoe's going for like, I don't know, like $500 to $600 in my size. So if I stay patient, and if they'll probably make, I feel like they're gonna make a good amount of pairs of these. I think eventually I'm gonna hit. I think, yeah, this might be the next shoe that I go for. But these are not even dropping until August. Would say they have better prices than most resellers. They factor in the market price and maybe add like $20 to $30 that would probably cost for shipping, but you'll get them in hand faster. Sean says, I got them Kobe's listed for $550. I feel like nowadays I can't wear these shoes like because I don't ball. Yeah, I mean, that's why I feel like a lot of people have to understand like Kobe's, like as they drop more Kobe's, the market is just going to keep going down because no one's going to go out their way and spending like $500 to $600 on Kobe Bryant sneakers if they're not going to wear them. You know? You okay, bud? You know what I'm saying? Your nose is stuffy, huh? No back door. They just pay heavy on the pairs, then tax everyone heavier. Simple. Yeah. I mean, that's how most resellers, they don't pay all their pairs for retail. I feel like that's what people think. Like, I don't get why people think that way. We're like, they think that like resellers are getting all their pairs for retail, but they're paying a high premium price, especially like for the hype drops. Buddy, come here. Like, especially for hype drops. Like, they're not getting Travis's for $155. Right? Like, for instance, like the pink Travis's, like they're not getting it for $155. They're probably getting it for $350. Stop. Not sure how available they will be. I think this will be the Statue of Liberty's Kobe stock wise. You okay, bud? Dude is like, stop. He looks, make me feel like you have to sneeze. I think they will be Statue of Liberty stock wise limited most likely to NYC with possibly just sneakers nationwide. I don't know. This is not a Brunson PE. This is just the NY versus NY. But I mean, who knows? Like, people think they've got pushed back because they're probably producing more, but I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see when it gets a little bit closer, right? Because most people do not know how to run a business and complain about products pricings without considering everything is cost to run a business. Yeah, if I can't get a pair for retail, I'll take my L and keep it moving. F paying the resell for any shoe, but that's just me. It says it is. Rami says, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait, bro. Bro, dude, Rami, you have to understand, Rami, that like, how long you been in the sneaker game, bro? Like, these blogs are just saying it because Brunson wore it. You know what I mean? Like, majority of his PEs have been just the 6s. But like, it's just for kicks, bro. Like, just because they post it and say it doesn't necessarily mean it's like it's true. The price of the Knicks stuff is stupid expensive, Atomic says, because they were seeding a lot of these to a lot of basketball influencers. They weren't doing the same thing for those Brunson 6s, the Statue of Liberties. They weren't doing it for that because of how, dude, those were dumb limited, bro. Like, dummy limited. Like, you gotta take that into consideration. Just because someone has hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter or Instagram doesn't necessarily mean it's like, you know what I mean? I don't think they're a Brunson PE, bro. I don't think they're a Brunson PE, in my personal opinion. I think they're just listing it because he wore them. Why is not popping up? I don't think these are going to be as crazy as limited, but I think just the demand is going to be extremely high. The Knicks were allowed to win in the finals so they could sell Knicks gear for the next 30 years, Beetlejuice says, and not until October for delivery. StockX got and go have it titled Brunson NY versus NYPE. I don't think it's a PE, bro. I don't think this is like the reason why I just don't think it's a PE, because the amount of players are out there, man. There's so many out there in NY. She's got backdoored like crazy. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a good amount of pairs of these. And just, you know what I mean? I think there's going to be a good amount. I don't think these are going to be crazy limited. I just think the prices are going to be extremely high because they won the chip. I feel they charged me for looking at the 1200 for the 1200 drag gate, because like this ring right here, this shoe is 100% going to be a $300 shoe. Yeah, I get it that they have it listed, but like I said, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's a PE, Rami. I get it. Like, I get it that, StockX Goat app has it all named as a PE, but like, I just don't think it's a PE. I don't think it's a PE. Because think about it. Look how quick they're dropping these. Like with Brunson's, like when they drop their Brunson 6s, like no one really knew if they were going to drop those for sure. And then like later during the year, they were like, okay, it's at an actual official dropping. Like he wore this in game 2 or some shit. And then they were like, oh yeah, these are dropping in like a month. Like, I think he just debuted it because they knew that they were going to drop these like quick. They definitely playing off that Brunson Knicks whole chip vibe to hype that shoe up 100%. That's probably why they're like just saying Jalen Brunson on them, because he wore them. I grabbed the 95s and the chip T on Kith. I'm not buying nothing else Knicks related, and I plan on flipping the shoe and T. PE means player edition. But I mean, the thing is, they still, you know what I mean? It's still a player exclusive in a sense, because like look at Caitlin Clark's, right? Like look at Caitlin Clark's. Same thing with Caitlin Clark's. It's more like a player edition. Like you could still put put their player's name on the shoe. You feel me? Bro, Jalen Brunson even said it himself, dude. Didn't he say himself he'd rather have a PE? Like he'd rather have Kobe PEs than his own sneaker? Like I don't blame him. Like a lot of his shoes that he's been wearing that is like, player edition, player exclusive, whatever, like they all have been freaking nice, man. All of them have been really, really nice. What up, Tops? What's good, dude? Jalen Brunson color. I'm assuming you're saying colorway. So yes, it is a player exclusive. Tops World says his colorway for the Jalen Brunson. You mean? I don't know if you're probably doing voice to text that he didn't want a signature shoe. Yeah, that's why he's just having a PE. Like he'd rather have Kobe PEs than his own signature shoe. I don't blame him. Hey, put my name on some Kobe's. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, everyone's different because, like, they're getting the bag from the company, right? Jalen is just getting his exclusive drops, and then he's probably getting some sort of percentage, like, you know what I mean? He's probably getting some sort of percentage off of it. Jordan Clarkson, my Filipino brother, got a chip. Yeah, wasn't he the first Filipino to get an NBA chip? That's what I'm freaking talking about, bro. First Filipino to get an NBA chip. What up, Tops World? I don't know, whatever player exclusive, Jalen Brunson, I need these. I don't know about y'all, dude. I need these. Are these the best Kobe's to drop this year? Probably not, but like I still need these. Copper drop chat. I gotta know. You know what? I forgot. I haven't been asking y'all this. Copper drop on these Kobe's, bruh. Copper drop on these Kobe's. Copper drop on these Kobe's. Copper drop on these Kobe's, chat. Let me know. Cop or drop. I know some of you guys are not even wearing these. A lot of you guys just like, I need these. Man, you flipping them. I know a lot of people are probably flipping these. I'm a buy to flip. Hey man, you're not gonna see these in the wild for sure. They're nice to look at too. Hey man, if you buy them for just a collector's piece and just they nice to look at. Do I blame you? Hell no, I don't blame you. Yeah, this might hurt too if these end up being limited, like, but hopefully DSU will get them. How bad is the Kobe 4 draft pack going to flop? Said the terrible idea on Kobe 4 model. I think it's fine. I have no issue with the Kobe 4 draft pack. I have no issue with that. I feel like people think they're terrible. I think people think they're terrible because because they people think they're not gonna have any resale, but I mean, who cares? I think it's a cool concept. Don't use periods between letters. Kobe 4 draft pack is sick. I think it's dope. I really don't understand the issue with it. I think it's dope. I think it's dope. I need these in the Statue of Liberty 6s. F Nike, KJK5 says. Just like the same thing with those Caitlin Clark 6s, dudes. Like, people are going to buy those up like crazy because that's the last Caitlin Clark PE that she's dropping with Nike before her signature shoe. Her last one. And her last one is inspired by, what's it called? Taylor Swift's freaking concert tour. If they're only selling for this is $550 this early before the release, they may be a major GR come release. They may be. You know, I think it's just because like no one really knows exactly how many pairs they're really gonna drop. So I don't know. I think the 6s obviously are gonna do way better than these 5s. The 6th colorway is a lot better than this one, but I think this is still gonna do very, very well. This is gonna be easily a $300 shoe for sure come release date. Not gonna flop because each limited after the first 3 passed up teams after the rest of the GRs. I think it's gonna come down to like which colorway, you know what I mean? Because like they are gonna be blind bagged. So like I think some colorways will do well and some might not. I think that Laker colorway is definitely gonna be the one that everybody wants because it's probably the most limited out of the pack. But like I think it's a dope concept, bro. Like the whole blind bag thing, the amount of teams that are that they made for the shoe, and it's a wear away, you know. So Kobe 6, 5s, and 8s, that's it. It's because that's what like the most popular Kobe's right now that they're releasing. You know? Like, that's it. So I get it. Those are probably the 3 that's probably the most popular ones, but still, like, I still think that's a good concept for the 4s. I don't think there's nothing wrong with them. I think the colorways are dope, especially some of the rubberway, the underneath layer under it. Like, I don't know. I think it's a cool concept. Some people may not like it. Some people will. I think they're dope. I really want to know who's the plug for the D1s, District 1s. Those guys always showing earlies for a crazy price. Probably some boutique stores. That's the only, boutique stores probably. There's a lot of boutique stores in NY that probably backdoors heavy. It's only like 10% chance to get the pair you want. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think once people find out which colorway that they want they want to just flip really quick and then just make their money and move on. But I mean, I could see it just being really, really limited. If it's dope concept, what about the Saucony Saucony X feeling collab? I haven't seen them, Dean. Honestly, I haven't seen a Saucony collab. The only Saucony collab, bro. Like I'll be honest with you, bro. That I only really seen or pay attention to was just J-Tip. That's it. Other than like other Saucony like collabs, I haven't really paid attention. Like I don't think I've seen any blogs post any Saucony collabs besides J-Tips. See, most of you gotta understand, like I'm a consumer, right? I'm a consumer myself. So stuff that I see on the internet, like I'll bring up, So I haven't really seen any blogs talk about it. Like I don't even know what New Balance has been cooking up, bro. Like I haven't really seen what New Balance have been cooking up. It's been kind of quiet over there, unless I just haven't been paying attention. Told you guys, like I'll be honest with you, man. I'm very, very biased when it comes to like Nike and Jordan. So like, I will 100% admit that. So all I know is June overall has been super slow month for sneakers, and that's okay. That's fine. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And I already said this too, is that like, summer is always slow for Nike and Jordan brand. They're still dropping stuff here and there. Not every single week is going to be a banger, but what's it called? I also want to bring up that like it's the World Cup right now. So like a lot of these brands like Nike, Jordan, Puma, Adidas, like they're all, not specifically Jordan, but Nike, are all kind of like focusing on the World Cup stuff. You know, a lot of the rich CEO guys are probably showing up to these games. You don't even know. They don't care about no sneakers right now. They're like, all right, let's watch this World Cup. Saucony just dropped a heater running shoe with the minted that resells for upwards of $500. Tony says you don't see the full colorway until you receive them. Dean says, oh, is it like a mystery colorway until you get them in hand? We need a month like this. Atomic says that's fine. Listen, I am okay with this, bruh. That's why we're having fun with some of these watch parties. Like, dude, the last couple watch parties that we had has been really, really good. I think the best one we had so far is the NBA one on Saturday. That one was probably, and it's crazy. It was fun because it was like such a close game, bro. Such a close game. Such a close game. Which I kind of predicted it. Like, just the way the series was going, there was no way it was going to be a blowout. You know, they lost by like, what, 4 or some shit. So it was not going to be a blowout at all, dude. That fourth quarter was insane, bro. Like, who was all here? Y'all should have showed up, man. Y'all should have showed up to that. That shit was insane. That was fun to watch. Dead ass. Yeah, a couple Sauconys are okay. Just really love these Kith A6 Marvel and Cap Corn shoe is stay, buddy. Yep, mystery until you break the seal. Gotta love the vibes of those FIFA matches. All love. It's been fun, dude. It's been fun. Like, I would say, like, one of my favorite matches so far, the games in the World Cup has been, it was the Netherlands and Japan. That one was very entertaining to watch. That one was really, really entertaining. I was watching that shit on my phone. I was out and about, but I was watching that shit on my phone, and that shit was fun to watch. All games were close. Until Fox comes along and messes everything up. Raf live for the Jordan 5 UNC on DTLR app. Okay. Yeah. By the way, there is a good amount of raffles up for the UNC 5s. Okay. If you guys haven't entered in, these 5s will be basically everywhere. I don't know what the stock is going to look like when it comes down to these UNC 5s. It just looks like, you know, everyone's kind of stepping back away from sneakers a bit, just because of what we see and what's kind of going on. It's kind of slow. So, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe we see a momentum shift when it comes to these UNC 5s. Maybe people change up. Be like, no, actually, I want these 5s. You know, who knows? Because I think these 5s are still great. If you could get them, listen, if you could get the UNC 5s for under retail, that's also a big W. So this is definitely a really, really nice sneaker. Dig your enjoying watching the. Oh, it's been fun, bro. It's been fun. It's been fun going to cop them ugly shoes to flip. B. Lewis says, Rafi, I sent you this soccer shoe. Better Generation is releasing. There's 3 different tiers you can enter for different prices. Show on the bottom of the post. Dude, they're milking the freaking soccer shoes, huh? Adidas linked up with Houston, the Better Generation, and Andu, and built something amazing with the World Cup as the backdrop to share that story. The Better Sala grassroots plays homage to the power of the origin story. The shoe reads bottoms to top like a climb. Okay, so tier 3, $300. Golly. Tier 2, tote bag. So basically, it's the same shoe, but you like get more stuff with it. Limited to 1,248 pairs. The equal raffle is now open online via link in the Better Generation. Ends on the 20th of June this week. So each tier gets something different. So the tote bag, the unique box, red and yellow card keychain, 26 stores with case, fuzzy bag, and charm, the world newspaper, 175 a tote bag, a new unique box, red, yellow, So it seems like each one gets something different. And then tier 1 is 135. So basically, you just get a bag. You get the unique box no matter what, but it's like the tote bag. And all this, I don't know. This is a cool concept, I guess. The box is insane. That's the special box. That tote bag. I ain't even post the tote bag. Post the link. Yeah, I got you. So if you go a better generation on the post, here's the posting that you could read it all to this one if you're interested, for sure. 80 Sneaks posted it. Photo bloggers just doing full ads for stories now. I mean, 80 Sneaks, dude, he's got a big deal. I think he has a brand deal with Adidas. I think he signed with Adidas, I think, when it comes to like photography. I think he has a contract with them. Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. So, of course, he's going to have to post certain things. Like, he gets, like, brands all the time sending stuff to him, you know. Get the tote bag to hold your CPFM hat, Rami says. 80 Sneaks and Sneakeronomic designed some of the pins on that collab and are involved with it. That's dope. That's really, really cool. That's cool that they got an opportunity to do that. Honestly, that's really, really cool. Too much drop gonna crash and Paris mysteriously sold out and backdoored. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys like that. Like I said, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm just curious of how much you guys feel about the whole soccer. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a love and hate in a sense. Like, people don't like it and some people do. Yes, I did see that, Rami. Did see that. We did talk about those ones as well that he got sent to him for sure. Nobody gonna buy the pins. Called off work to watch the stream, Tifa says. Called off work to watch the stream, Tifa says. Nobody gonna buy the pins, W Rod says. I don't know. I think it's a cool concept, I guess. I just don't know how, like, I just feel like not a lot. Like, I feel like only people care about the soccer stuff is Travis. I feel like that's what people like and people want. Like, the whole, you guys, it's funny because no one brought up the whole Travis collection. Like, they just updated the collection again. I told you guys this would happen. They added more teams on there, didn't they? They added the Netherlands. That's what they're going to do every single week. Everyone's just waiting for the shoe. Ain't nobody gives a shit about the collection, dude. That's why it's funny no one brought it up. They updated the website and added more on there, I think. Travis over Virgil, Frank says. Just need Travis soccer shoe. Don't care about the other ones. Yeah, I think that's what everyone wants. Because that's why I get DMs still asking, like, yo, Raph, like, when do you think we're gonna get the Travis soccer shoe? I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know when that's gonna happen. Stop, buddy. Travis merch just in time for the World Cup in 2030. Bro, that's how Travis designs his shoes. He looks at cleats and tells Nike to make a shoe version, and then everyone glazes it. Never Zach Down says. I personally don't think the Travis soccer shoe is even all that, bro. I respectfully will pass on the Travis sneaker. Like, I truthfully am not a fan of the Travis shoe. Travis merch is the worst thing. It takes 4 to 5 months to receive and looks nothing like what's pictured on the QC is terrible. Remember when Travis showed his Batman suit on IG? They deactivated his account after being roasted. Never Zach Down says. I didn't know he was roasted that much. I know it was like a big old deal that people were like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I didn't think he was like mid-juice. More for me, Frank says. Frank, you ain't bought all this stuff. Didn't you only buy like 2 t-shirts or something like that? You should be buying everything, bro. You're the biggest Travis fan. You should have every single team. You should have every single team, Frank. Every single one of them. I'm expecting you to buy every, like, not every single item, but every single team. I would buy a shirt, but by the time it gets here, the World Cup will be over and will be the NFL. Listen, that's what I'm ready for, bro. Listen, even if my Niners go 0-18, dude, I'm still rocking my team, dude. Not like some of you guys in the chat, dude, that just wait until your team's good and then you rock your team, bro. Okay? I listen, I'll forever wear a Niners logo on my freaking body, dude. Every single year. It doesn't matter, dude. I've been around with the Niners during those hard times, okay? Let me know when Beathard is your like starting quarterback. And what was his name again, dude? I don't even want to go back in those hard times, bro. Okay? I ain't going back during those hard times. But I'll still rock in my team. All right? I will still rock in my team, bruh. That's you know what people would say, like, yo, Raph, like, why you rocking your team? Their ass. I was like, bro, because I'm a fan. I don't care. Pull up Disco Raph while World Cup tickets in Seattle. Dude, tickets are insane everywhere you go to. If shit's insane. I bet you the cheapest ticket is probably like $1,200. Probably more than that. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. No, the cheapest ticket is $2,300. $13,000 for a ticket is crazy. Shit's wild. It's better than having Mike Glennon and Drew Lock as your quarterback tonight, he says. That is rough. Dude, the tickets are insane. Oh my gosh. Delivery winner and you bought in early summer. It's crazy when you think of it. Guess I'm ready to get hurt by my NFL team again. It's all good, bro. Like, listen, like, I already know what's going to happen to the Niners in the next 4 years, bro. We're going to go on a drought. I mean, we've been in a drought, but like, our team is going to be in a rebuilding stage, dude. We're not going to, in 4 years, we're not going to have CMC. Like, Kittle's going to retire. We're not going to have, there's going to be so many players that are going to retire, bro, and then leave our goddamn team, dude. Our team, the Niners are going to be straight up dog water, bro. We're going to look like the New York Jets in like 4 or 5 years, bro. Straight up. If you have a vet ticket account, they have a World Cup tickets on there at SoFi. Bro, the World Cup in SoFi was nice, dude. It was beautiful. Was it? Wait, actually, which World Cup was that? Forgot which game. Was it in Jersey? I don't know. The whole setup was just nice. The game today in Seattle is only $400 for a good seat, Two says. There you go. I'm going to the June 26th match in Seattle. Egypt versus Iran. Can't wait, Tony says. That's what the resellers want for tickets. Once it gets closer to the kickoff, they drop the retail. I saw it happen on the Germany game, W. Rod says. Yeah, some of those games, bro, like, people don't even show up. Like, so a lot of those seats are empty. The Dolphins? Yeah, that sucks. Dolphins are, yeah, your team is going to be ass for a while. Bro, some of those seats were stupid empty, bro. Like, dumb empty. I forgot which game that I watched. Was it Canada? There was not many people there. The seats are cheap in Seattle because nobody wants to go there. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You ain't wrong, dude. You are not wrong. I'm just kind of bummed, dude. I wish there was like a game out here in Vegas. That would have been sick, dude. It would have been sick if they had it in Vegas. It was high. You're in Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying? In Washington, I mean, at least the weather is decent. It's going to be like basically sunny all week for Seattle. The weather is perfect out there. It's like in the high 70s, low 80s, like probably a high 70s, but like it's perfect, bro. Because people can't afford 2K for football tickets for prices are outrageous. Yeah, that's why, like, that's how it works when it comes to like ticket pricing. Like, you literally have to wait like last second, like, and then you have to snipe those tickets like quick. You know what I mean? Like maybe like for these like football tickets, like you gotta go like for the World Cup tickets, like you really gotta like wait until like maybe like a couple hours or maybe an hour before some shit. I don't know. Imagine getting VIP tickets during super cheap because your team sucks, Atomic says. It was funny because like I watched iShowSpeed's stream. Dude, his stream is insane, bro. If you guys watch his streams in the World Cup, like dude he linked up with Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Travis Scott, and then dude was sitting next to the NYC mayor and he didn't even know. Bro, buddy didn't even know who he was until the mayor mentioned it. And then or no, his chat mentioned it's like, yo, you're sitting next to the NYC mayor. He was like, mayor? He's like, you're the mayor? Dude gave him a hug, bro. The mayor knew exactly who he was. Rav, any thoughts on the 6 Nike cryo shots she's releasing? My thoughts are okay. They're cool. I think I'll be live for a couple hours for it, and then probably I won't be live for the whole day for it, but I'll be live for it. Seattle hasn't been cool since all 2000s and before COVID, Moonlight says. But when it comes to the collection, it's all right. It's cool. Travis beat Speed in a race, Frank says. Frank, stop. Dude, we're not doing this. All right. We're not doing that. We're not doing this glazing. Dude, they raced. They just raced like, what, 5 feet, bro. They raced in the stands. I don't even consider that as a real race. But in my honest opinion, Seattle is not a great city right now. It's ran by the wrong people, Tops World says. Seattle is not a great city right now. It's ran by the wrong people. He does that to troll the chat, but he knows what he's sitting, who he's. Yeah, I know. He be acting dumb for no reason, but he knows. It's just like when didn't he fall? He fell off the stands whenever he was like watching the USA game. I think he fell off the stand, I think. A win is a win, Frank says. You said, dude, like I said, the consistent is real when it comes to your glazing, bro. But it's consistent. That's why you gotta respect it. Cryo shots is like, let me ask you, Frank, what would you do if you met, like, if Travis Scott was in front of you, bro? Like, what would you do, bro? What are you gonna do, Frank? If you met Travis for the first time, what you gonna do, man? I want Travis to sign my belt. We'll have that moment one day, Frank. We'll have Travis sign the belt. I think that's the only way that Frank will buy the belt, dude, if Travis signs it. But I don't think I'd sell it to you, Frank. If he signed it, I think I'm keeping that shit. Get in his knees. I'll be right back stepping into the Wawa, Tops World says. Dab him up and take a pic, Frank says. Shouts to the Guam, bro. I mean, who wouldn't, dude? I'm sure a lot of people would meet Travis Scott, dude. He'd faint, Cushy says. If I ever met Travis, I would make him apologize. Frank is going to pass out, so my mind says. I mean, we saw him at ComplexCon. Dude, like, we were wondering what everyone was doing. Like, I like disappeared because I was like, I need to get some content for this. Like, dude, like, everyone was like, I don't know what he was doing. Like, dude did like, what, Frank, remember at ComplexCon, like, he walked out, made an appearance, and then he walked somewhere. Like, he basically did this. He came out, and then went back in. Like, and it was that little pyramid. Remember with the pyramid where like where all his merch was selling? Like he did a little lap, and that was it. I think he did it for show. And I was like, bro, it's Travis. And I think I got a good clip of him, but I think Frank got a really, really good clip. I should have just stayed where we were, but like, because I didn't know where the hell he was going. That event was insane. If you think about it, like if you were at Complex Con, he literally walked my way. Facts, bro. Like if you were at Complex Con that one year in Vegas, dude, when it was like Cactus Con, that's got to be the craziest event that I've ever been to. Like, dude, so many people, dude, so many people running around. Like, obviously, it's probably because there's a lot of young kids that were like a big fan of Travis. So that event was just full of young kids, and like the amount of people were running around. Like there was a lot of different like streamers, like the young, like the young streamers right now, like the on Twitch and stuff like that. That's why like we're wondering, like me and Frank would be walking around, and then like we're like, dude, why are these kids all running? And they weren't even running for Travis, bro. They were just running for, I forgot, was it Frank, who were they running to, bro? It was FaZe Clan or some shit, dude. Like those young streamers, they were just running for them. I was like, crazy. Like, I don't know. The only phase like that I like is the face rug. Was it Rug? The dude that lives in Sandy. Frank was ready to get naked for him, Tanene says. Well, that was like really the first time that I met Frank. So I didn't really know if he was the biggest fan of Travis. Like I wouldn't have known, because that was my first time hanging out with Frank. So if it's Travis, Loud Pack says. Rock with the sock out. Sock G says. That's so wild. They do the same thing for Speed. Listen, I listen. I'll try to get a pick with Speed, but listen, all those young kids, dude. Like, I'm a fan of Speed, bro. Like, I like his streams. Like, maybe one day I'll meet Speed, bro. Like, I would say like when it comes to streaming wise, like I like his shit, bro. Like, I think he's gotten better throughout the years. That's why. Like, I remember when he first started off, I was like, man, this dude is just like. He's just rage. He's not a rage baiter, but he was just clickbaiting, like doing dumb stuff just to get clicks. But it all worked out for him, like lighting up fireworks inside his home. Like that shit is crazy. I never was really a fan of him in the beginning, but he's definitely grown on me a whole lot. I think once he got involved with like the whole soccer games and going overseas and shit like that, like that's when I was kind of like, okay, his streams are pretty entertaining. The way the kids act towards Speed is the way he acts to Ronaldo, Loudpack says. Yeah, he's a big fan of Ronaldo, but I feel like you should know, dude, like his personality, I don't think it's like he's really not really like that in a sense, but like he is. I don't know how to explain it, like because that's his character as a streamer, right? Like he does wild ass shit, but he's definitely cooled down a bit, I heard he's coming back tomorrow to the game. Rami says, who? Talking about Speed, or are you talking about Travis? Talking about Speed. Like he's like FIFA allows him. Like anyone else ain't allowed to do that. But like it's only because it's Speed. Like the only thing like his rules are when he's streaming the World Cup is that he can't show the game. Because I think he had mentioned that on a stream that like FIFA had told him that he's not not allowed to film the game, but he's allowed to stream at the game. Like he works hand in hand with FIFA, so like he's allowed to do what he does. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they're paying him to stream. Like they're paying him to be there, bro. They're paying him to be there. So. He said more people showed up. Like it's funny because like Jaden Daniels, like when he had met up with Jaden Daniels in the suite, like Jaden Daniels, like how many people are watching you right now? He said 100K. He said it's early though. I said ain't no way. Jaden Daniels like, dude was like, huh? Dude was impressed. Didn't realize how famous Speed was. Like that's how people are sometimes. People don't realize like it's like, oh shit, he could pull up some numbers. And it's like, that's how you get the respect from some of these celebrities. You'd be like, okay. Like, dog, like, these celebrities and athletes know who he is, bro. They know who he is. Now, you got the NYC mayor that know who you are, bro. Like, I rather, that's why, like, at first I was like, I think Kai was cool, but like, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like Speed is way more entertaining in my personal opinion. With Speed, it's like the dude is like famous globally. Like Kai is not. He's only famous really in the U.S. When Speed did this 2 year, he never had his luxury. He would. The reason why the thing is like, Speed doesn't go around and act like he's like the most famous guy. Like I don't know if you, like I say, if you don't follow him like that. There's been like a lot of incidents where like people don't think he's like, he has money, because of how the way he approaches people and the way he talks. And it's like, okay, well, if, that dude's not, he's going to find out soon who he is. And then come to find out, it's like, all right, people be changing up, bro. Once they see clout, like, especially businesses, they're going to be like, oh, okay, like that dude's like, the dude's him. Now, I've been those watching for Niners, always figure it out. Might take 2 to 3 years. Yeah, I know, but dude, we just can't win the big games, man. Yeah, Speed travels. He's out there making himself available to the public. That's real shit. He's just a likable dude, bro. He's just a likable guy. What do you think about the triple white jellyfishes? I haven't seen them, bro. They made an all white one. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I did listen to it, Eddie B World. He had a Michael Rubin in the background of his stream and didn't even know. Bro, the thing is, you got to realize, Chris, like, he's young. He's only 21. Like, he's going to come across a lot of famous people that he probably doesn't know. Like, you got to realize that he's a young kid, and he makes content for a living every single day of his life. So it's like, I bet you this is that he's not paying attention to, like, what goes on in, in the world of social media. Like, he's more about himself. So you just can't, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, if you watch his streams, like, especially if he's at the World Cup, bro, he's walking by a bunch of famous people and he doesn't care. He doesn't know, right? He only knows who he knows. But the thing is that's the crazy part, is that, like, he's so like known that he probably doesn't even know that. Where, like, you got people around him like dabbing him up, and people in the chat are like, yo, that's X and Y Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that person, that's this, that's that, you know what I mean? You just said hi to this person, like, and he don't even know. He's young. I just picked him up in Chicago, exclusive release for now, and release July 15th. It's funny because I had a conversation with my with the wifey the other day, and we talked about, like, the whole, like, Kai streamer university. Let me ask you all this, like, what do you think the whole point is that with the streamer university? For me, I think it's trying to get people's name out there. Like, if you're like a streamer, or like maybe like a upcoming, like, trying to be like, get your name out there, I think that's the reason why people sign up, just to get their name out there. But, like, I don't know, I think the streamer university thing is, I think that's dumb. Like, I don't get the concept of it. But I think it's definitely to help some people's businesses and help their stream, like, get famous and get their name out there. I think that's the one reason why people do it. But, like, I don't know. I didn't even watch. I think he had like one last year, and I think this was his second one. Because I think Kai took a break off streaming for a while to focus on his mental health, which is fine too. I'm an introvert, but if I see Raph or Speed in the wild, I'll be giving him a high five. He says, Streamer University. Well, dude, I like the amount of people that I seen that sign up for that stuff is crazy. I don't know. I just never really get I never really got the understanding of what it does and what it means. Helps, but a select a few people get come out big. Yeah. Cool. He mentioned any collabs with him being Kylie and all. Did you apply yet, Raph? I ain't apply for that, bro. There's rappers wanting to join streamer university. Yeah, because they're trying to get their name out there, bro. Of course. That they're trying to get their name out there, bro. That's, you know, you've seen like upcoming rappers do what they can do to get their name out there, bro. They be selling their mixtapes. Can literally buy your way into your 15-minute fame now. Never Zach Down says. Yeah, in this day and age, absolutely. You could buy your way up there, bro. You absolutely, as long as you got clout and money, that's all that's anywhere, bro. That's anywhere. In this sneaker game, it's the same thing. If you have clout on Instagram, you'll go far. You'll go far. You'll be more respected. You'll be more respected. It's funny, rappers were hating on streamers a couple years back. Now they want to be been streamers. Yeah, bro, they want to be like, it's, for instance, like a lot of these famous people want to be on Kai's stream. Remember during the election, dude, even that, like, they see social media, bro, as an advantage. We're like, okay, like, I have clout, you got clout, let's work together. But like, of course, they're gonna reach out to whoever's big right now, dude. It happens all the time. Kai needs to distance himself from Rakai. That kid is just I'm sorry, but he's dumber than dog shit and can't read, bro. It's because like a lot of these young kids, that's, you got to realize, man. Vice versa. Yeah, absolutely, Tanene. Dude, you got to think about this, PJ. Look how Speed got famous, bro. He got famous by doing dumb shit. Like, there's a lot of, like, the same thing with what's his name? He ruined his reputation, but like, he's still very famous. What's his name, man? He's the dorky looking dude with glasses. He was doing dumb shit too to get famous. Like, they were doing just dumb shit, saying dumb shit, doing dumb shit, and then now they're all famous. They grow older to be a better person, and then they switch up their content, and then it just works for them, you know. That's just how it works, bro. Yeah, you could point out that dude too, Jack Doherty. Yeah, him too. Or Neon too. Neon the same way. A lot of these young cats got famous off doing dumb shit. Like, it's all about clickbait, bro. Like, not clickbait, but rage bait. It's like, for instance, Tony, we talked about, like, you know, really famous Hooper content creators, right? A lot of them, if you've noticed, a lot of them are just rage baiters, bro. Like, there's some of them are good, like, but like some of them are a bunch of rage baiters. Like MK, dude's the biggest rage baiter, bro. Biggest rage baiter. How he called out Isaiah Thomas, he called out a bunch of people, and I think. And then, like, the same thing, like when Austin Rivers said about MK, like, he's just doing it for clicks. He's rage baiting. We know exactly what he's trying to do to get his name out there. And he's famous. He's famous, bro. Like, they know, like, the Hoopers know who he is, you know? They do dumb stuff just to kind of get around. You just got to be different. Sometimes you got to be different, bro. You know? Some people don't like realistic people. Where, like, you know, oh, this dude's too realistic. Like, oh, it's kind of boring. It's not really entertaining. But people got to do dumb stuff in order to be on top. Like, a lot, I would say a lot of streamers now, like, famous ones are a bunch of rage baiters, bro. Because it's genuine hoops. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a group of crowds that will watch, you know, legit hoops, you know, versus people that are just a bunch of rage baiters, you know. But dude, listen, a lot of these content creators nowadays are rage baiters, bro. Rage baiters to the max. That's how they get the clicks. It's the entertainment. How can you keep the person here You know, it keeps watching my content. You gotta clickbait, rage bait. I think it's more rage baiting than clickbait at this point, especially on Instagram. Like it's all your that rage bait hook. It's that rage bait hook. Yeah, bought a 400,000. I'm gonna destroy it the next day. Yeah, you gotta have money as well, bro. I mean, look at Rami, bro. Look at Rami, dude. He believes on every blog that has 100,000 followers and believes it. No, I'm just fucking with you, Rami. I used to watch back in the day when he hooped back and then fell off for a minute now. Is definitely the IRL OG streamer. I mean, I think it's like what most young kids, like I asked my niece too. My niece says that a lot of kids want to be TikTok famous. A lot of the kids want to be TikTok famous. That's what my niece said the other day. I was on the phone with my sister, and I was like, asked my niece, I was like, what do a lot of your classmates want to be growing up? They said a lot of these kids want to be TikTok famous or they want to be streamers. I was growing up, we're like, I want to be a cop. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a fighter. Ralph, you need to start doing dumb stuff. Like what, bro? What do you want me to do? Want to do backflips in my house? Want me to do that? You want me to piss my neighbor off just to rage bait him? The brain rot content is so popular with the youth, it's pathetic. Speaking of NY, I like Nick Knows Ball. His hoops content is always on point, Tony says. We are so effed as a society. I want to be a woman, Loudpack says. I mean, if you have your own business, y'all see the one streamer that's been getting punched by everyone? Yeah, I did see that. The last time I watched that dude, like I seen his content, that was like that one wasn't he like a UFC fighter or some shit, and like he was saying, like he was telling some crazy shit, saying he was like gonna take his girl, and he just like freaking socked him right in the jaw. MJ got me believing I could do NBA star. Raph, you heard about Gatsby and Olive Tree? No, I have not, bro. I have not. Go bother the thong ladies at the pool, Cut Life says. MJ got me believing I could be an NBA star. Rami should do the punch trend too. You know what Rami should do? Because Rami works at the one of the stadiums, right? He should just go, you know what? If you want to do some crazy shit, just run out to the field, bro. Go run out to the field. And then take off your shirt. You know what you should say? You paint your I don't know if Rami's in here. Have V paint your back, your Instagram handle, and then on your stomach and your back, and then run out there naked, bro, and everyone could see it. Dude, I bet you that would get you. All right, man, listen, that's the way to start it, bro. That's the way to start it. Nice little rage bait, and you get some clicks off of it. Rami, you could do so much content working there, bro. Like, even if you have meta glasses, you'd be like, a day in my life working at blah 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 stadium, or working at the World Cup. Dude, the World Cup is such a big topic right now. You could take full advantage of that shit, dude, as a content creator, especially if you work there. Like, meeting all, like, people are gonna be questioning you in the comments, like, oh, how's this guy meeting all these people? Like, how's he all front row? All that, how much was those tickets? People are gonna think that you're at the game. People probably wouldn't know that you work there. Be like, oh, dude's meeting so and so. Like, what the hell? How's this guy get this type of opportunity? You know how many people will question you? Just pretend you don't even know. Just pretend that you don't even work there. Like, you know how much like content you could get out of that? So much, bro. So much content. People are gonna be asking you, like, how can I get tickets? Like, I just noticed of a package coming from Nike. I think it's the Swoosh Man GT Futures that pre-ordered in March. Unless Nike's sending me something for free, Wild Boy says. All 100K fans will be. I'm just saying, bro. Like that, you could take full advantage of that and shit. Post that shit on Instagram. People are gonna be like, "How is this dude meeting so and so?" Like, I want to meet them too. How do I do this? Just don't even say in the comments that you work there. Just say like, going to the World Cup and meeting so and so. People would be absolutely hating, but that's the whole point. Remember the guy that got the Knicks tattoo before the Knicks game won? I guess the man is not. Oh, absolutely. I have that video. Hold on. I have that video. I kept it just for that. Oh, here he is. The GOAT himself with the New York Knicks tattoo. And it all worked out for Unc. It all worked out for him.
Win the NBA championship.
And what did you put?
2025, 2026 NBA champs, New York Knicks.
Okay, and then you said your person told you what?
He said if the Knicks win, which they will, he said he's going to add the trophy on for free.
And then if not, you said
I can kind of like edit it and put like 2025, 2026 NBA Eastern Conference champs.
what?
Like that. But we going for the chip.
Okay.
We winning this. I don't give a damn who you send this to. I'm already claiming victory.
What did you say?
The New York Knicks gonna win the NBA championship.
Someone said this actually aged well. That comment got 42,000 likes. Oh man. I'll be honest though. I commend content creators, large or small, because not so easy mental to get yourself to a point to post stuff. Huge energy drain. Never Zach Down says absolutely, bro. Hey man, listen, this all worked out for Unc, bro. He gonna get his free tattoo. Yes, I agree. It's because it's easy to fall off as a content creator. You really got to put your heart into that shit to stay on top, like Speed does. Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it, bro. Like, as much as like people will hate and say, "Oh, this generation's cook," bro is a 20-year-old making millions of dollars at his age, doing what he does, right? Like, bro, we have to all admit here, as adults, we've said and has done dumb shit in the past. Like, that's the thing that some people have to understand, is that like when people say, "Oh, this generation's cooked," bro, you were dumb saying dumb shit, doing dumb shit as a kid that you probably were not happy and you don't want to admit to the public that you've done. You know what I mean? Like, we can't sit around and think that when we were young, we weren't doing dumb shit. I was saying some dumb shit. I was doing dumb shit as a kid, dude. Like, you know what I mean? We grow out of it. You know, that's exactly what a lot of these young cats are doing. Like, they do dumb shit at a young age, and then they grow out of it, and eventually they're still learning. You know what I mean? You feel me? Like, I'm sure we're not proud of some of the decisions that we've made in life. You know what I mean? So like, a lot of these young kids, they're like, in a sense, they're dumb, but they're smart at the same time. Like, it's like, dog, and you see like a lot of these kids making side hustles too. Like, I would listen, like, the 41 no tattoos are gonna happen. For his age, Speed doing an incredible job of what he's doing at 21. I agree with you. Young and dumb. That's 1 out of 10 million. The rest of these dumb bugs aren't doing shit. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that you guys wish we were doing when we were younger. Like, we started a business or some shit early in our age, and you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Unless you got to make a burner and have economy is tough right now, chat. Unless you got to be this guy making burners. So it is definitely tough times right now. Absolutely. Definitely tough times. Young, like and rich, never Zach Down says, "Hey man, listen, he's living life, bro. He's living life." And I'm sure it's probably mentally like draining for him too. Like the fact that when you're at a position like that, you have to constantly like make content, you know, and it gets pretty draining. So, but yeah, that would have been fun to clip. Rami says, cards ain't selling. Loud Pack says, hey man, it's just tough times, bro. Tough times. But all right, chat, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, man. This is a nice little Monday. Whoo! Ugh. Nice little Monday, man. I appreciate you guys, as always, for tapping in. Monday's a little slow, but it's going to start to pick up this week since we have EA for the 5s. We'll be live for it as always. All right, we'll be live as always, man. All right, we'll be live. Also, this week, I think I'm going live for the Mexico game this week for the World Cup. So it should be fun. You guys already know I'm rooting for Mexico, bro. I think I've definitely, because the thing is, like, some of the games this week are going to be, especially during the end of the week, man, listen, you guys already know I'm watching Portugal. All right, so you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate you guys as always. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Don't work too hard. Don't stress out. I know a lot of you guys are dragging your feet. You know what I'm saying? we have a weight capacity is insane, bro. What the hell? Enjoy the rest of your day, man. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Enjoy your Monday. I'm out, chat. Peace.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want.